for a planner?
Yeah. So when you set out and you start thinking about your budget, I think there's two ways to kind of think about it. If you're going to hire a planner from the beginning, a lot of couples don't know how much money they're going to spend. So a planner can help you figure that out. You know, you can kind of have a ballpark estimate of what you want to spend. And then your planner can kind of say, okay, here's wish list. Here's what you've told me you want. This is what it's going to cost. And then you can kind of dwindle back from there. Or you can have a set number, and a planner can help you set expectations of what that's going to look like. But let's say before you hire a planner, you're trying to make sure it's going to fit in your budget, right? So about 10 to 20% is what is a good estimate to spend on your planner, of your overall budget. But a lot of people don't include planner in that wedding budget. It's kind of an extra fee that they just know they're going to pay. Hey, I'm going to hire a planner, so I need to go ahead and assume this is my wedding budget, and I'm going to have a planner as well. Kind of a separate bucket.
Gotcha.
So just thinking about that on the front end and making sure that as you set out to budget and start looking at venues and vendors and things like that, hey, I'm going to hire some kind of planner to help me. So I want to make sure I have a good budget for that.
Sure. No, that makes perfect sense. And then related to that, it seems that there's a couple different ways that planners charge. There's percentage, and then there's flat fee.
Yeah.
Would you mind explaining the difference and kind of
Sure.
what to look for there?
Yeah, so always ask, definitely when you're interviewing planners, you want to find out how they charge, right? That's super important, just like any vendor is. So a flat fee is going to be one set fee of what you pay. And with that, you'll get a certain package, and what's included in that. That could be a certain number of meetings, a certain number of, amount of work or hours, that kind of thing. But you'll know what's actually included in that fee when you get it. There's always kind of additions and things like that. So I would always ask, what kind of additional services do you offer on top of this package fee? They may be things you want, or they may be things that you thought, okay, I thought that was included, so now I know if I want it, I have to budget for it. So it's a good question to know up front. And then a percentage is going to be a percentage of what you're spending on your overall budget. So everything your planner is helping you to plan. So, if they're helping you to find your florist and your rentals, they're going to be charging a percentage of that final amount, and that's how you pay for their fee.
Which makes sense, because they'll be the ones quarterbacking it and leading it and setting it up.
Exactly. And there is one like curveball. Some planners charge kind of a mixture of two. So they might charge a flat fee to cover like management fees and office time and their team and stuff like that. And then a percentage for things as long, like flowers and rentals that really take a lot more time to manage.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect.